test.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Kilby Live video. I'd just like to thank Element for sponsoring this video.
It's still weird to me to talk to camera, so I'm just gonna pretend I'm talking to one of you about what we're doing today. I was meal planning yesterday and I told Aaron that I should have picked up the camera and taken y'all along on that journey with me. But a lot of meal planning for our family looks like, what does everybody like and how can we do it in a way that we all feel good about? And so this week we got really simple things going on. We're gonna do chili, we're gonna do chicken with cabbage and corn one day. We're doing a broccoli beef dish. I'm trying to think what else. Pork chops. And then we got a couple nights that I'm out, so we're doing leftovers or an easy meal for the kids. So I thought I would show you what I'm getting from the grocery store for this week for our family. And a friend of mine is trying to convince me that hard-boiled egg pudding is good. So I'm gonna try that recipe out, and I thought I would take it along with me while I make that too. I'm gonna put the link for the recipe down in the description, and then we'll see how it goes. So here we go. So this recipe starts with 10 hard-boiled eggs, and it also says you can use scrambled eggs. I'm having a hard time thinking that this is gonna taste good. But I hard-boiled my eggs this morning, so I'm just gonna go ahead and peel them and get them ready to go. And then a lot of the other ingredients that I need are on my grocery order, so I won't have those until I get back this afternoon. Fortunately, this doesn't have to look pretty. I am just mauling this egg. All right, so my eggs are ready to go. I put them on a paper towel. I was thinking about it has coconut milk in it, but I was just thinking that maybe the water on it would make it so that it didn't set up right. So I figured if I put them on a paper towel and let them drain a little bit before I actually start mixing everything, it might work a little bit better and hold together better. All right, we are home from the grocery store, so I'm gonna get this stuff spread out and then I will show you what we got. So I have everything laid out, and again, this is a lot of what our family will eat. At least it's a lot of what the 9 of us will eat outside of Aaron's carnivore meals for the next week. What you're not going to see a lot of, though, is meat. I buy a lot of our meat through different apps and on sale and stuff like that. So I don't usually include a lot of meat in my regular grocery orders because then I end up paying more for it. So you're not going to see a lot of meat, but there's still going to be a lot of meat incorporated that's already in my freezer. Today's video is sponsored by Element, and we are so excited to be working with them. It's a product that Aaron and I use and enjoy. It is an electrolyte drink that has everything that we need, nothing that we don't, and is a scientific formula. If you look on each of their little packets, it tells you 100 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. But nowhere does it say sugar and nasty stuff that we don't want to put into our bodies. So I'm very excited about that. And so recently, all of our kids were sick. I remember thinking I need to get something in their bodies. They have got to get fluids. And we don't do a whole lot of juice or Gatorades or Powerades or those kinds of drinks, but I needed them to drink something. Element is an excellent replacement for all of the aid drinks, especially when we need to support our kids getting healthy and our kids' systems. And so it was a really, really easy substitute for me where I could give them the electrolytes they needed with none of the junk, none of the sugar, none of the coloring and the artificial ingredients. And so I was really excited about that and being able to use that. Replacing their electrolytes, especially while they're not feeling well, was super easy and I felt really good about it. For a limited time, our viewers are able to go to drinkelement.com/Kilby. And again, we'll put that URL down on the screen. But again, it's drinklmnt.com/Kilby. And you'll get a free sample pack with any purchase. You can buy just a box, you can buy a sample pack, you can buy a value pack box. They are all fantastic. The raspberry is my current favorite, although I like them all. The sample packs are an excellent way to try a bunch of different flavors before you buy a bigger box of them. Sample pack is 8 single serving packets that's inside of here with any Element order. It's a great way to try all the flavors, or you could share Element with a salty friend. We'll go just down the row. We got sour cream for our chili night, and that is the one, I don't know if you watched Erin's video, it has fewer carbs. Put it up there. Fewer carbs than the store brands usually do, so I went ahead and got that one this time. I got some yogurt for the kids to eat with their eggs in the morning. Lots of heavy cream for me in coffee. I also like to whip it up to eat with blueberries. So that is kind of a treat for me. We got 3 gallons of whole milk. Butter, of course. And then this is coconut milk that I got to use with the pudding recipe and some cocoa powder. That's gonna go in that as well. So this is for that hard-boiled egg pudding recipe, so we're gonna use that in a little bit. Blueberries, celery. This is the world's tiniest cabbage. It's cracking me up. Cabbage for a meal that was actually supposed to be for 2, but that will probably only be for 1. Giant bag of carrots, bunch of bananas, Ziploc bags, because that's exciting. We got 3 bags of pork rinds because I'm finding that the kids are asking to eat those. Hot dogs for Wednesday because I will be gone and then it's an easy meal that nobody complains about. Cheese sticks, bacon to go in with the cabbage, jelly for peanut butter and jelly when we do those. The kids have really been enjoying doing breakfast burritos. So I've been trying to make sure I keep tortilla shells on hand. So like the day we do just scrambled eggs, we'll do yogurt with it. And then when we have breakfast burritos, we'll do these. This is a case of 60 eggs. We go through about 2 dozen when we do eggs in the morning between the kids and myself. So we will need more eggs than that before the end of the week, but I don't have space in my fridge for more than that. 2 bags of apples, 2 bags of hot dog buns, bread. And then somebody in one of the comments said the trail mix was a good compromise when it's like they want something kind of sweet, but it also has nuts in it and some protein. And so we're gonna give that a try this week and just see how we like that. And then Saturdays we usually do cereal, so I got 2 different kinds of cereal for the kids on Saturday. So all in all, not too crazy. It'll last us a solid week and then we will restock again. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to put together this hard-boiled egg pudding. And I don't actually own a blender. So we're gonna do without that and see how it goes. It says put all the ingredients into the blender, or I'm gonna use the food processor, and puree until very, very smooth. Those are my only instructions. So we're gonna start with our eggs. So we've got our 10 hard-boiled eggs. There we go. Then I've got a 14-ounce can of coconut milk. And my phone keeps shutting off, so that's not helpful. Half a cup of sweetener. So we have a place near us that does like Amazon returns, and the one right by our house also has food stuff. And so sometimes I can find like the 0 carb, 0 calorie sweeteners there. This one is erythritol, monk fruit, but I think it has stevia in it too. It's kind of a blend, but I got it for $4 instead of paying whatever it would be at the grocery store. So that is a helpful way to save some money on those things. Do a half cup of that. And then a quarter cup of cocoa powder. Don't feel like that's enough cocoa powder to cover all that egg taste, but we will see. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. teaspoon of cinnamon. And then I need 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Helps if you plug it in. My food processor is leaking a little bit, and I see it coming together, but there's also, let's see if I can, there's also some chunks there on the side still. So I'm gonna try and push those down in, but that looks kind of cool already. You know, the egg smell is not as bad as I was expecting. It's there. Another shot. That is pretty darn smooth. I'm gonna push everything in one more time. Push it around a little bit. I feel like there's like a row of white there that I'm wondering if that's just egg buildup. And then it did say to test it to see if it was sweet enough. So we'll give it one more quick blend, and then we'll test it. All right.
Is it done?
It might be done. I'm not sure.
Like it.
You like it?
Yeah, like it. Let me see.
I mean, you can really taste the eggs, but we'll see. You want to taste the chocolate?
Yeah.
Why are you still wearing your coat?
Because?
Because? You ready?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's good.
It's good?
I like it.
You like it. Good to know. I'm just gonna move this over into a plastic container and put it in the fridge overnight. I think it'll firm up a little bit more. I'm told the egg taste will go away, but I think it's really good currently. You can definitely taste the cinnamon in it, which I think covers up some of that eggy taste. So yeah, we'll let it sit overnight and test it out again and see how it goes. But this could be a good way to get that chocolate sweet craving met while still getting really good protein from the eggs and not getting a lot of junky fillers. Like there's sweetener in it, but that's really the only thing that's questionable, if you will. And even that, depending on what sweetener you're using and what you're comfortable with, you know, you could tweak it to taste too. So if you wanted it a little bit sweeter, you can do that. This tastes kind of like a semi-sweet chocolate. So it's certainly not like a dark chocolate taste, but it isn't like the overly sweet milk chocolate either. Test. All right, y'all, it is actually day 3 since I made this because I tried to film yesterday, but I didn't have a microphone attached and too much other stuff going on to try and find it. So here we are. So this is our hard-boiled egg pudding. I asked Faith what she thought, and she said it was bleh. But I've also had kids come back and ask for more, so we'll see. I feel like the texture, like it's gotten a little bit thicker. It still looks a little grainy, but it's gotten a little bit thicker, so let's see. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it has a really strong cinnamon taste, which I put cinnamon in it, so I guess that's to be expected. But I didn't expect it to be so strong. I bet it would also be really good with some instant coffee or something like that in it to kind of give it that richness. But overall, I really like it. I think next time I will either try to get a blender or puree it longer, maybe use the immersion blender and try and get some of that graininess out. But I feel like the sweetness is good. The texture is pretty good. The chocolate taste is good. I don't taste the eggs. I don't even smell egg today, so that's perfect. And then again, I might just kind of tweak flavors a little bit. But overall, 2 thumbs up from me. What do you think?
Me?
Tastes like cake frosting.
Cake frosting. That's not bad.
I know what the ingredient is.
What?
Hard-boiled eggs?
Would you eat it again?
Probably.
Would you pick this or ice cream?
Probably still ice cream.
Probably still ice cream. Fair enough.
Wait, what?
All right, Isaac, you want to try?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. You ready?
No.
What do you think?
Good.
Pretty good? Let's go back a little more. No, wait. Yeah, stay there. So pretty good? What does it taste like to you?
Tastes like coffee with a tad of chocolate in it.
Well, there's no coffee in it. How do you even know what coffee tastes like?
Because I tried it.
Oh. So I think day one when the kids tasted it, they were a little bit like, this is weird, but I think it was just because it was so strong of the cinnamon flavor. Faith, what do you think of my pudding?
Blah.
She is not a fan. So anyway, I would say overall, most of the kids liked it. I will probably make it again. I think it's an easy treat, snack to have in there, and I feel good about eating it. So there you go. So I snuck outside for just a quick second because my house got really loud all of a sudden while they're cleaning the rooms. But I was telling Aaron yesterday that I hesitated to film our grocery haul because I knew there were things in it that are not great. I mean, I know there's things in there that aren't fantastic ingredients or quality ingredients, but that's kind of, it's still where we're at right now. And I think that there's a value in being real about that. We are working towards making good choices. We're working towards making choices that are budget friendly, all of those things. And, you know, bread being kind of the number one thing that's on my mind right now. And I just keep thinking about how we are not that long out from our summer vacation. So our kids are homeschooled. I'm home with them all day long. But I keep thinking, you know, summer vacation may be the time where I can focus on, is it feasible to make bread? Is it feasible to do sourdough? Is it, you know, how do I do these things and make the better choices? So until then, we're going to keep making the best choices we can in as many areas as we can. And then when we can make better choices, we'll start incorporating those. So hopefully this was just a realistic look at a mom and a family who is working through some of those nutritional decisions and thinking about making good choices and doing the next right thing, you know, not getting caught up in perfection so that we miss out on progress. So thank you for joining us. Again, I will link that recipe for the hard-boiled egg pudding below. It still just sounds so weird to say, but definitely give it a shot, especially if you're craving something sweet, but you still want it to not just throw off all the work you've done. So it's a good one. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Kilby out.